Hi, I'm James from Spares Direct. We often get asked about dishwasher problems, what you can do to fix them, and the spare parts that you'll need. Today we're going to talk about how to clear a blockage in your dishwasher and how to diagnose motor and draining problems. But safety first, we always recommend you unplug the dishwasher from the mains before we start anything. The tools we need today are a set of screwdrivers and some pliers. And the model we're going to be working on today is the Beaker DWD5412S. And remember, you can check out our Facebook and Twitter pages for more handy hints and tips. Okay, so if your dishwasher is experiencing issues in terms of it won't drain, it's constantly trying to drain, or it's making a humming noise, then the first thing to do is check the filter for blockages. So to do that, if we take the bottom basket out and just twist and remove. This one seems pretty clear. Check further down. Check it right in the bottom. And if there's nothing in there causing the blockage, we'll have to look further into the machine. So we check the filter, there's nothing in the filter, but the dishwasher's still trying to drain, constantly draining, or making a humming noise. Then we've obviously got a blockage somewhere, so we're going to check everywhere that there could be a blockage, see if we can clear the blockage, and if not, then maybe change the pump. So we start by taking the base plate off to access the bottom of the machine. To do this, there's a couple of screws here on this particular Beaker dishwasher. And we'll need to unscrew these legs at the back. Might be slightly different on your machine, but be no doubt very similar. With the base plate removed, we then need to remove the anti-flood device. Okay, so like we say, if we've got a blockage somewhere in the dishwasher, it's normally audible. So what we'll start with is we'll check the inside of the pump and the impeller, the chamber, to make sure there's no debris. Often broken glass gets stuck. And other small items, so we'll check that first. So to do this, we remove the pump, take the electrical wires off, disconnect the pump, and we'll just check that the impeller is spinning freely. It will jerk a little bit, that's because of the magnet inside it, but as long as it spins freely, it's okay. And then we check inside the chamber for debris. If there's nothing in there, we can take the end of the drain hose off here. I have to cut because I haven't got my pliers, unfortunately. We do this by squeezing the clip together. Always slide the clip down the hose rather than off the hose. It just makes it easier putting the hose back. So check in here, make sure everything's clear. If the dishwasher's constantly trying to drain all the time, this could be due to the siphon effect on the drain hose. If the end of the drain hose is not higher than the fill level in the water of the dishwasher, then anybody who's ever emptied a fish tank will know that the water will continue to drain out. So just lift the drain hose up higher so that the exit point is higher than the fill level of the dishwasher. So put that back on there. Next place to check is the hose that connects the wash pump to the dishwasher, and then you can normally feel if there's something stuck in there, and if there is, you can just remove this clip again. check in here, and in here. If that's clear. Put it back together. The next spare parts check is the wash motor here. These are generally more reliable, but they can get blockages. So we can disconnect it and check that if that's the case. The capacitor can also burn out here, and you'd normally be able to see that visually with burn marks or bulges on the side. This one seems in fairly good condition. So another fault which would cause the dishwasher to constantly drain would be if the base had filled with water and the anti-flood device would be activated. This would be by the polystyrene float being pushed up, which will activate the anti-flood device and cause it to try and drain. If that's not at fault, we'll have to move on. Before we put the pump back, it's a good idea if you have a multimeter to check the resistance across the terminals. It should be around 200 ohms. If the pump's burnt out or is at fault, then we can just replace that at this point. It should just twist to tighten, like that. Reconnect to the electrical wires. Make sure they're firmly in. And then we need to re-put the base plate back on. First connecting the anti-flood device, and on this Beco dishwasher the flood device just pops in and then slides up to secure. We then locate the base plate like so. Put the feet back on. And that's how to clear a blockage and diagnose motor and draining problems in your dishwasher. Remember, you can find all the dishwasher spares you'll need at sparesdirect.com. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more useful videos.